Aloha and welcome back to the Tiki Bar series. Today in this episode 2 of 6 nights in Italy, 3 cities, Venice, Florence, and Rome. We're going to see if this Groupon deal is good. So if you're planning on going to Italy and want to choose this Groupon deal, watch this video and find out. We're heading to Florence for 48 hours with a cooking class and delicious food. And who knows, we might even make homemade tiramisu. So come with us. Oh, there it is.
Right?
It's right there.
Is there a yellow thing? I don't know.
I don't see it.
Is there a yellow thing there? Or is that just a validate?
That's only the validate.
How do you tap it? You do it?
Ooh, look at the beers. Come by this cafe before your tour and have a nice cappuccino or espresso with a pastry. Yeah. Take away.
All of us.
Okay, so this is our first stop, the big square, Piazza della Repubblica, and I know it's not a very old Florentine square. If you look at all the buildings, they're very modern. In large part they are from the 19th century. But this square is telling you everything you need to know about the history of Florence, because this square used to be the original forum of the Roman city. Because Florence was founded by Romans 59 AD, and it was a sort of Rome in miniature. So there was a forum here with all the public buildings. There was a temple dedicated to Zeus where the Art Cafe is right now, where the public baths, there was a theater, there was an amphitheater, so there was everything here. But with the fall of the Roman Empire, the city started to decline, there was no one living in this area, and this place became very, very neglected. Then in the Middle Ages, there was a very slow growth of economy and culture, and this became a very incredibly busy part of the city with towers, churches, markets. In the 1500, it was transformed into the Jewish ghetto. And then, 1865, something incredible happened. Florence became capital of Italy. It lasted 5 years, but it was enough for restoring everything because the capital needed new streets and new squares and big buildings. So this place was created, still respecting the original streets of the Roman city, so the Cardus, the Decumanus and the Cardus. Where you see the column, that's a very old medieval column that's marking the original center of the Roman city. And the archway there is telling you everything about the history of Florence. L'antico centro della città da secolare squallore a vita nuova restituito. The ancient city center from centuries of squalor to new life. So what is really so interesting right now here? The Apple store, okay, because there is always one, and the coffee shops, okay. Above all, the two on these sides, Pascoschi and Gili, they are very special coffee shops. They are some of the oldest coffee shops in Florence. Gili was established in the 1700s. And it's still an amazing place for having coffee and pastries. Just keep in mind that this is Italy, we are very rural, so if you're going to have your coffee and your pastries as we do, standing at the counter, the price is absolutely average. If you decide to sit down, you are going to be charged for sitting down at the tables. But, well, once in the lifetime, maybe you can do it. Very last thing I would suggest to do, the Rinascente, okay, that's a place for shopping. You can avoid to go there and shopping. If you want, you can go. But the rooftop, there is a restaurant. It's not maybe the best restaurant in Florence, but the view is great. So what I suggest is maybe an aperitif, a glass of wine and some snacks, and you can absolutely enjoy the city from up there.
Now, the shopping for like locals, where do you go?
Away from the city center.
We like to go with the locals.
The city center right now is like Disneyland.
Yes.
You know, so all the big brands that you can find almost everywhere. There are still some very nice shops here, but you have to know where to go because they're very hidden. If you want to try something different, I always suggest to cross the bridge and to go to the other side of the river, where you find artisans and workshops and local shops.
That's where we want to go. We want to try like the local food.
Yeah, what would you recommend for in Florence, the best restaurants?
So good restaurants are everywhere. Very good restaurants on this side, on the other side. There are many places next to the central market. So if you're going to the market of San Lorenzo, behind it you'll find very good restaurants. Or a very nice place in the area of Santo Spirito, where you'll see many fine local restaurants over there. Otherwise, take a car, drive it away from the city center. But yeah, the Old Trarno could be a good option.
Yeah, because I want to find leather gloves.
Oh, we'll see some shops going to the bridge. There are still the local shops.
Okay.
On the other side. Yeah, I know. You know, the city is changing in the last decades. I remember how it was just maybe 15 years ago. You could still find little shops here, but the rent is insane.
Watch out behind.
The rent is insane, so a little business can't afford to rent a shop here or to rent rooms here. So now we have, well, Zara and H&M, and then for sure Prada, Gucci, Pucci, and all the Uchis you want. It's happening everywhere.
You know, getting something genuine.
Yeah, I know.
They actually take it.
Globalization has good things and very bad things. You can go to Rome, you can go in Paris, you can go, I mean, you can be everywhere and it's always the same. Well, Florence is known for its culture for sure. Florence has been the cradle of the Renaissance, and I must say, Florence has been the first capital of fashion in 1900. 1952, we have had the first fashion weeks, and then it was moved to Milan. I'm going to show you our mascot because we have many, many symbols in Florence, but this is one of our favorite. Piglet. I know, we're not so stupid, we know it's a wild boar, but we call it a piglet. So, these piglet, you know, we have so many symbols. We have the lily, we have David, we have Judith, we have the lion, and then this one. And this one is because of Cosimo I de' Medici, Duke of Florence. Cosimo I received a gift, a beautiful Greek marble statue, exactly like this one. And he was so proud of this gift that he ordered a copy, a bronze copy, to be displayed in a public square. This is right now probably the 34th copy of the copy, and it used to be a fountain. You can still see the water dripping from the mouth.
Okay.
Now, as you can see, the tradition says that you have to rub the nose of this piglet, and it's going to bring you new, incredible luck. And if you want, you can insert a coin in the mouth and let it go and see if it's going to fall perfectly in the grails. You'll be the luckiest person in the world. Now, the trick is that just the very heavy coins are going to fall. Okay, so don't try with the little cents. Let's try with €1, €2, so the big coins. Sure, okay. Now, the thing of the coins is something very new and very modern. Everything is going to help association, taking care of the poor in the city. But the thing of rubbing the nose is real. Because Florence had not really so many springs of fresh water, this was one of them. And the only way for drinking this water was to lean on it, holding on the nose. And this was bringing very good luck because people weren't going to be sick drinking this water because this was safe. You want to rub the nose?
You had the bigger coin.
Did it work? Not his.
So you have
We're ready.
Okay, so let's go to the bridge. So the bridge is called Vecchio, and Vecchio just means old. The old bridge. It became the old bridge when a new one was built in the 1500s. And this bridge is the only one surviving World War II because all the others were destroyed by the Germans at the end of the war, for slowing the Anglo-American troops down because they were coming. It's very old, by the way. It was built in the 1300s, so it's an old bridge, but it wasn't so shiny originally. Originally, this bridge was incredibly stinky because this was the district of the butchers, so that everything could be thrown away into the river. No one used to drink this water because it was so polluted. There were all the textile industries, all the leather industries, and the butchers. That's the reason we prefer wine. It was clever, you know? Okay, we can't drink water, let's go for the wine. But then something changed because in 1565 a secret pathway was built for the Medici running on the top of the bridge where you see these windows. The Medici used to live in Palazzo Vecchio, we were going there, but then they moved to the other side of the city and they needed a way to walk back and forth without being seen. So this corridor is almost 1 mile long, it's connecting these two buildings, and then the bridge changed because it was so horrible to have all the butchers here. Can you imagine how disgusting it had to be in summer? So the butchers were removed and all the goldsmiths were told to work on the bridge so that the Medici could have a very nice view and they could even control the traffic of gold. because the original windows are not these 3 sets of large windows that were wanted by Mussolini, but the rounded ones are the original ones. So that from the inside you can see everything. You can listen to people whispering outside, but no one can see here. It's the Big Brother.
Can they still walk through there now?
Yes, it's still open to the public. You need to book the ticket in advance for sure, and you can walk it and enter and go to the Pitti Palace. Yeah. Yeah. It is the wealthy family. Yeah. Yeah. One will be in Piazza della Signoria. I'm going to tell you much more about the Medici family because over there it will make much more sense. By the way, Florence has been a democracy for centuries, but as usual, the main families were always able to control everyone, and the Medici again now. So actually, we love calling them the godfathers of the Renaissance. As merchants, then they were given a sort of noble title, and they became the Duke of Florence of Tuscany. But this will be later in the 1500s. But the ladies, the women, actually, when they got married, they weren't part of the family anymore. They entered the family of the husband.
Right.
So they were not officially royals. She was Catherine and Mary the Medici, but well, Catherine the serpent. Mary will be the other one. And look at this beautiful perspective of arches. These are the ones holding the secret pathway. This is called, it says secret, it's not secret at all. Like, as you can see, it's very, very, very visible, but it was private. This goes all the way from the palace to where we're going, on the bridge. On the other side, it's entering buildings and running behind private residences. And then it enters the Pitti Palace. You see that the Germans spared the bridge, but they did something horrible, because if you look at the other side, you can see clearly that we have modern buildings. Because the bridge was spared, but the houses, the neighborhoods on both sides were fully knocked down. So there was the bridge in the middle of nothing. And when buildings were redone, it was often for this very sort of modern, contemporary style. It's not matching the rest of the city, but you can actually see what happened in 1944. Now, I would like to avoid the main streets. I want to show you something much more medieval, something much more authentic. So we're going to cross this street to go to the left, where you see these vault behind the steps. The city was fully restored, renovated, and it became capital, but we can still see some medieval neighborhoods. Now, this building that you see on the right, this is the Uffizi Gallery. This brown one made of stones. This is the Accademia dei Geographi, a sort of science academy, and in front of it, a beautiful bronze statue. This is such an incredible statue by Andrea Roggi, the sort of tree of life. But this sculpture is bringing so many horrible memories to us, because this is where, in 1993, 27th of May, a van filled with dynamite was parked. The 90s are the horrible years of mafia. A lot of judges and police officers were killed in the south, and then bombs were placed, well, in many unsuspected places, in museums, for instance. And in the 90s, it was almost possible to park your car everywhere you wanted. As you remember, cars in front of Santa Croce. And well, so no one was afraid when a van was parked here. But it exploded in the middle of the night. This building, you can see, it was almost destroyed. You can see the reconstruction, you can see the cracks. Many paintings in the Uffizi Gallery lost forever, and 5 people died. A family with 2 very young children and a student. And for many years we have had a beautiful olive tree here, but this is not a very sunny spot, so the tree wasn't thriving. And so now we have these beautiful, incredible bronze statues. And trust me, when this happened, I was living 6 miles away from here, and we were all awakened by the violence of this explosion. Crazy. this has been for us, I don't want to be offensive, okay, but a sort of 9/11.
Okay, so that was in 90 what?
1993.
93.
1993. It was a sort of
I vaguely remember something about that, hearing it. 63.
Mhm.
So,
this had such an international impact. 2 children. The family had a children of a few weeks. They were here, these buildings. So this is the thing, when judges were killed in the south. Well, we knew about it, but it wasn't such an international news, because it was okay just in Sicily. But when a museum like the Uffizi Gallery when Steve died, it was like it became an international news. Then they have another crazy statue that doesn't make really so much sense from here, but it makes a lot of sense from the Uffizi Gallery, because from the windows of the gallery, that statue looks like floating in the middle of nothing, and you can see there are these little statuettes coming out. They are pointing at the main highlights of the city, the main directions and the main highlights.
Okay.
So from here, it's just a funny man walking. Okay, let's see another medieval street. Down here, because I love these mattresses in between the buildings. Oh, that's a very good restaurant. Yeah, and it's not my favorite, but it's a very good one. When I go to the restaurant, I have to be sincere, rarely I am in the center of Florence. Very often I'm outside the city. But if you want to have dinner in the city center, that's a good restaurant.
Thank you.
And this is a pretty large street for being a medieval street. I know it doesn't look so large, but it was. And you can see that all these buildings are connected. These were called consorterie, just friend families could live so close to each other, because Florence was a violent city. A lot of factions, there were a lot of fights. So people wanted protection. So you see all the houses were connected. They weren't just palaces, usually they were towers, but we have almost nothing of the original towers. Look at these, you can see these arches opening, these beautiful streets.
You can open a window.
Yeah. No, for sure. You don't need phones.
Like in Venice?
At your house. So we have rules for, protecting the view, taking the view nice. So here you can see that, but as you can see, it's something that you can remove.
Yeah.
It's not so we cannot have. This is something very disgusting. Please don't ask me. People are kissing this wall. I don't know why.
We have a wall of them, not us. Well, in people. They have a wall where people just put gum.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. In so.
Yeah, it's disgusting. How can you think about kissing a wall or doing anything like this? So you're taking a picture of this, but I say this is a fake wine window. Yes, but this has been done by the restaurant for tourists. But there are original ones in France. We have 140 of them. But this has been done by the restaurant. Now, there are some that you can still use. A couple of them are near Santa Croce, another one in Via delle Belle Donne.
What is the name of the
Signoria Square. This is Signoria Square with Palazzo Vecchio, so again the old palace. But it became old when the Medici bought a new house on the other side of the city. So the house of democracy. So this was the place of the priors of Florence. So they were politicians. There were many different politicians. Usually they were elected. The priors were in charge for 2-3 months, no more, to avoid corruption. Still people working. Over there is you can climb the tower if you want. So this is a place where we have all our main public offices. This is the place where we have the mayor of Florence, and he works here. And this is even a museum that you can visit. So that's almost everything.
Yeah, is that the statue of David?
That's the copy of the statue of David.
Okay.
The original one is in the Academia Gallery. So, the House of Democracy And people were in charge for a few months, and they had everything they needed in here. They had even a very special room on the top of the tower where you see a single window with no bars and no grills. Now that room is called alberghetto. Alberghetto means little, nice, cozy hotel. And it was a prison. Yeah, we have a good sense of humor. It was the prison of the VIPs. So everyone imprisoned over there was an enemy of the state, and usually it was sentenced to death. If not, it was very common to fall down in the middle of the night. You know, it always happens when you're sleeping and start rolling, and then you fall off. It's such an incredible democracy, okay? Just one man survived that room, and the man who survived the room is Cosimo the Elder de' Medici in 1433. Cosimo the Elder, he was called the father of the nation. He was a businessman. He was the wealthiest man in Florence, but he spent large part of his money for supporting his community. So he built orphanage, hospital. People loved him. When his enemies were in charge, he was imprisoned over there. They wanted to kill him, but killing such an influential man was too much. So he was banned from Florence. 1 year, and then he was back, even much more powerful. And his perfect hair is not his son, because he was a very nice guy but had a very short life. It was his grandson. And his grandson was such a humble man. He called himself Lorenzo the Magnificent. He was very modest. And Lorenzo was a poet, a philosopher, a diplomatic, a politician. He was the Magnificent. He was everything. He was even the first mentor of Michelangelo Buonarroti. But Michelangelo had 2 sons. They were very good friends of Michelangelo. They grew up together. They were the same age. But these 2 sons changed Florence forever, because one of them was a very stupid guy. You know, there is always a black sheep. All the families have a black man here, but there is always a black sheep. Democracy. And people didn't like his attitude. Everyone knew that the Medici family was the one in charge. Everyone knew that everything you needed, you had to go to the house of the Medici and ask them. But they never pretended to sit in here and to control the state. This is what he did. So the family was banned for almost 2 decades. And many things happened in these 20 years, and one of the things is David. Now, David was not by Michelangelo. David, the boy who killed Goliath in Florence and democracy, including It was like, come back here, you're going to be my Goliath. But they were bad. They were very close with the son of Lorenzo, Giovanni, when he was good. And then he became Pope. Sounds Pope. But still, he was the Pope. Soon after, the Pope from the same family, and the 2 queens of France we were talking about, Catherine and Mary. So all this power, they were back, and soon after they became the royals of Tuscany without actually having any royal title. And Cosimo I de' Medici has been the first proper Duke of Florence, and he used to live in this place. So this place that looks so severe from the outside, inside is an incredible royal palace with paintings everywhere. He was very clever, so he kept David, because everyone loved David, so he could not remove the statue. But he added all the statues that you can still see outside, and they are all talking to David, and they are still the original ones. So for instance, in front of David you see Hercules, and Hercules is not killing his enemy, he's sparing his enemy. And the message is to David that he's the people of Florence. If you behave, you can survive, okay? The fountain, beautiful as Neptune or Poseidon, the god of the ocean. That's Cosimo I, the Duke of Florence. The horseman, the sort of Roman emperor, Cosimo again, present for David. And then look at this loggia, this amazing loggia from the Middle Ages. It became an open air museum with the Medici. And 2 statues are stunning. We're going to have a look at them. One is this. This was done by Jean de Boulogne in 1582. It's called the Rape of the Sabine Woman, Roman mythology. It's even called the 3 Ages of Men. The truth, Jean de Boulogne never gave a name to this. It was just, look at me, I'm much better than Michelangelo. This was done to compete with David. Because come on, I love David. David is perfect. David is my perfect ideal husband. Okay? It's not bad. He's very quiet. And he's aging very well. But David is so good just from the front. The back is not bad. Okay? But as many other statues, David was unconvinced in from a different viewpoint. So the back is not maybe as sanded, as detailed as the front. This is the first statue made to be walked around, and the three figures are so good from many different angles. And what amazed me is that this one, three figures, so 3 sets of arms, 3 sets of legs, these 3 figures are from a single huge block of white marble.
Wow.
Now I'm going to be very simplistic, but when you work with marble, it's easy to have smaller pieces because marble can have many imperfections, and then come on, if you make a mistake, you cannot erase it. But if you're competing with Michelangelo, and that's challenging, you had to do something unbelievable like this one. Very intricate. This is like the beginning of the new Baroque. This is just the moment of shifting from Renaissance sculpture, David, and the new Baroque idea. And then we have the bronze statue with Perseus. Over there you see a bridge. That's the first step of the secret pathway. So this one, but Benvenuto Cellini, the Medici love Perseus, the Medici love Medusa. Medusa is the monster able to petrify people. Perseus is the hero who killed her. But if you look at this hero, he's not very friendly. He's showing the head of Medusa to the people of Florence. And there is a very interesting perspective. David, it's like he's facing the head of Medusa, the symbol of democracy turned into stone by the new power in Florence. So I love the original David, the one in the museum, because it's beautiful, it's amazing. But this one, this copy from 1910, you can see how it was connected with everything, how all the statues are talking and communicating without speaking. The very last thing that Cosimo did, the Uffizi. So we saw the back of the Uffizi. This is actually the museum. Uffizi just means public office. So it was a building of bureaucracy. It was a place where you had to come and pay your taxes and these sort of things. And then it became a museum in 1764, officially a museum, open to the public in 1764. So this is one of the oldest public museums in the world. That's not bad. So yeah. You can see the first courses, but then there is a ticket office to buy the tickets and visit the museum section. It's beautiful. The whole of the throne is so amazing, and it's large as the building itself. It's an incredible place to visit. Consider to spend at least 1 hour in this place in case. Today the Uffizi Gallery, the Academia Gallery are free. So maybe you'll see lines, pretty long lines. But this is sort of a national holiday of the army, so the museums are going to be free. This is the full Palazzo Vecchio. Uffizi, the entrance is there. The Uffizi is a museum. It's an art gallery with the largest collection of Botticelli's paintings in the world. There are 3 paintings by Leonardo da Vinci. The only one ever completed by Michelangelo. And Raphael, Caravaggio, Tiziano. It's one of the largest paintings in the world. Yeah. For the Uffizi, maybe a couple of hours. Yeah. Okay. This one, well, I would be able to spend 2 hours in this place, but I would say maybe 1 hour. Yeah, sure.
That one we saw the service people earlier, the older service people.
Yeah. This cool. It was decorated, all the frescoes just took how you see they were done for a wedding in 1565. That's the same wedding of the Secret Pathway. So that's the same reason. Because the son of Cosimo married the daughter of the emperor. Oops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, that's fine. When it's a small group, it's doable. Yeah. Now we're going to the cathedral, but instead of going the very last street, very touristy street, we are going to do something again more medieval and more authentic. So you can see how big Palazzo Vecchio is. It's occupying an entire block of the city. But the wife of Cosimo thought it was too small for her. Well, she had 11 children. 11 children, it's a big number of children. And that's the reason she wanted a new royal palace on the other side. And that's the reason they had a secret pathway connecting where they were working, this one, to the private house. Yeah, 11 children, but just 4 of them became adults. That's a lot of kids. I don't know. I have 1 is enough.
Yeah. My mom had 7. We have 2. But you got something.
That's true. That's true. It's not a good day for tourists, I think. Wait. Watch out. This is a very nice street. Again, you can find good shops, even nice restaurants. I love this grocery shop. It's a very nice restaurant. Don't find for anything fancy in this place, okay? But you can find good pasta, salads, or like which one? It's but it's bitter.
Oh, bitter, yeah. Okay, how do you eat that?
You have with Parmesan meat.
Yes. Oh, bell peppers are big. They're like half that size. I need a quarter of that size. Okay, sorry.
No, that's a good place. Nice. Nice place. Not very touristy. It's great. Here you can find very good schiacciate.
Okay.
Recommend to have for a sandwich.
This place. This place.
This place.
The Antico Vinaio was a very good place in the past where we loved going because, so cheap and good sandwiches. Now it's still pretty good, but it's so popular and so busy. Now it's the low season, so maybe there isn't a very long line, but it can happen to wait maybe 1 hour for a sandwich. I don't know if you really want to wait 1 hour for a sandwich.
For this place, what sandwich would you
You
recommend?
can find inside many different kind of flavors. Usually the very traditional one is like with ham and pecorino cheese. That's very good. But they can have truffle, they can have different kinds of flavors. They have even the traditional street food. That is the tribes.
Oh.
So if you like tribes, and if you like tribes, okay. And usually we eat it in a sandwich. Yeah, it's in the broth.
Yeah.
And the broth, and then they broth, and then they do the sandwich. You can have the green sauce, you can have the spice sauce in it. Now you can love it or you can eat it.
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of person loving the lampredotto because I love the smell.
Yeah.
I don't like the texture.
I eat the noodle one time.
Okay, yeah.
Big sweet and shrimp in it. But we cook it for a long time.
Even this one.
Okay.
Even this one. What?
With feet? With a pig?
No,
Oh,
no. Just the tribes. So you can, if you're used to it, you have to try it. You must try it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is our street food. In a sort of medieval neighborhood. This is the neighborhood where Dante, the poet, used to live. And if you're looking for just something like a pizza or a sandwich, this is another very good place.
They do have a lot of sandwiches. For later. Yeah. Nice. Get it.
Where you can find many options. So this is a street where you can find pizza and the lampredotto and the sandwich and the pasta. So here you can really find it. Okay, so we're going to have a cooking class. Okay, pasta and tiramisu. Okay, wow. It's a nice medieval square with some towers. There's a hotel and a Michelin restaurant. Let's go to a very last stop, which is the Cathedral. Okay. I can stick it to, I can show you on a map or yes, some of them are apartments, some of them are maybe now Airbnb, others can be offices. The left.
Yep. Go.
No, I mean they're not the regional. Florence had already paved streets in the 1400s, but this is not the regional one. So you think that they had not sidewalls for sure in the past, but it will be done. Yeah. We're going to view. Okay. Just one day. Okay, fine. Just cathedral. Oh my goodness. We love big things. This is a big one. This is a massive one.
Yeah.
So, this is the Cathedral of Florence, Santa Maria del Fiore. This big thing was begun in 1296 for replacing another very small church that used to be here, Santa Reparata. And the church was small, and it was enough because Florence was small. But in 1200, Florence was the most important and most powerful city in Europe. The bankers, the merchants, money, so it was had to prove this wealth with this. Now, the architect was Arnolfo di Cambio, but he died before completing it. And his successor decided to go for broke, and he built the largest cathedral in the world. This is right now the third largest in Europe, the 11th in the world. It is more than 150 meters long. Think about a football pitch, it's 1.5 of it. This building could keep easily 15,000 people, and it's still in use. So every morning, every evening, we have the masses in here, but they're not using the entire building, it's really too big. They're using these lateral rooms, and they're as big as a common church. By the way, special occasions like Easter or Christmas, the building is fully now so big that no one was able to build the dome. You can see the people on the top of the dome because it's possible to climb it just doing 463 steps. No elevator, just 463. And the dome, you see, it's very special. The dome has no climate. It's a very unusual dome for a medieval building. It was designed exactly as you see it by Arnolfo di Cambio, but he had no idea how to build it. This wasn't his problem. He knew very well he wasn't going to survive it. He thought maybe someone else could figure this out. Then in the 1400s, there was a man who came out with the right here. We have not just one dome, but we have two shells. So this one that you see is the outer bigger dome that is protecting an inner smaller dome that is balancing the outer one. So all the people climbing the dome are walking in between the two shells. Then this man had a problem, and the problem was the weight, because he couldn't use stones. So everything was built using millions of very small terracotta bricks, all laid down in a very modern pattern. And the weight of the dome is more or less the equivalent of 6,000 elephants. So it's big. What you see with the people, that's the keystone. So that's completely made of marble, and it's keeping everything together. The dome has 8 sections. 8 is a very special number. If you flip it, it becomes a symbol of infinity. But we're listing the 8 teams of people at work. One team, each section, and they had to do exactly the same thing at the same time in a dome on the dome edges. And it's not enough. He was even told to save money. So everything was built on floating scaffoldings raised with the construction of the dome. It was completed in just 16 years. That's not bad, I'm a move for Italians, okay? And maybe you're wondering how many people died?
Yes.
3.
3? That's it?
And no. And 2 of them because they were very drunk.
Too much vino?
The people love drinking wine even at work, but being drunk on floating scaffoldings, it's not probably a very good idea. Bell tower that you can climb to if you want, just 414 steps. So my suggestion is if you don't want to climb any sort of buildings. 1, the Rinascente with the rooftop. The second place that we are very famous, and you can just take a taxi and go there without walking too much, is Piazzale Michelangelo. Okay, it's on the other side. It's a nice walk from here, maybe it's 20 minutes, but it's on the top of the hill. So it's a little bit steep, but it's an open plaza. So there is the bus from the train station, you can take a taxi, and the view from there is incredible. Do you want nice pictures of Florence? Piazzale. The Rinascente, do you mean? No. The Uffizi. The Uffizi Gallery next to the statue of David. Now, let's have a look at the facade of this church. The soldiers don't want videos or pictures of them.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
Okay, no worries.
That's for record.
Yeah.
So the cathedral is free. I mean, you can have a ticket and you can use the project entrance, otherwise there is this line for entering the cathedral. The frescoes on the dome are amazing, but the cathedral itself is very simple. And this is the front, this is the facade of the cathedral, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at the colors, the statues, everything here is covered with marble. It's not built with marble, but it's covered, it's a sort of frosting covering the stones. And here is a part of the cathedral so intricate, it's a fake.
A fake?
Yes, I'm sorry. This is from the 19th century.
Oh.
The door?
No, what is this? All these decorations. Well, not really fake, and still 200 years.
What happened to the real one?
Well, the real one was never completed. The real one was done just one because the Borgo died.
Oh.
And then in 1580s, he wanted a brand new facade. He wanted something less celebrating the birth of his son. Religion was important. A good boy, the family on. And was so lucky to so many children. But the first was a girl, the third was a girl, the fourth girl. Here all of a sudden was almost completely destroyed, and then nothing was done. So for centuries, we have it here. And then, 19th century, this new one was done by Emilio de Fabris, and it, as you can see, was very, very good because he uses exactly the same size, we're using the bell tower, so it's hard to notice any difference. Well, the style for sure is different. And if you want to see something absolutely gorgeous, because you were telling me that you have something like 4 hours free,
Yes.
this cathedral is one of the most beautiful museums in Europe.
Really?
The one that the New York Times has declared one of the most beautiful museums. The ticket is not incredibly expensive, it's 15 euros.
Okay.
And you can visit the museum and the baptistry. In there, they have rebuilt in scale. They're using all this.
Wow.
In there, you can see the statue Michelangelo did when he was 76 for his own tomb. There is a lift, so don't worry.
Okay.
Go to the terrace and enjoy the view of Florence
Oh.
from there too.
Mm.
And you can also see the original gates of the baptistry, because this is the baptistry of Florence. This is older than the actual cathedral. This is from the 11th century. This was a place where everyone had to be baptized before being allowed to enter any church.
Wow.
It has 3 gates, and these three gates are absolutely fantastic. But here outside we have copies. The originals are right now inside the museum because there were too many stupid people, so there were people splashing gold from the gates. And then in 1966 a flood, and the flood was these gates were washed away from everywhere. So at the end of the flood, they were collected, restored, and then it was decided to put them in the museum where you can really appreciate them.
Right.
So that's nice. It's not a free option, but it's a very nice option. This gate, well, there's a copy
I'm not sure.
So, the original is where?
in the museum of the cathedral. There's all the originals with copies outside because of pollution, because of crazy people. Well, trust me, last year I saw, it was very early in the morning, very often I did the opening of the cathedral at 6:30 a.m. And I saw a bunch of very drunk guys climbing inside.
No, really?
So, yeah, so they are trying to replace the original. No, actually, yeah, and then I realized how stupid they were yelling at them. You know?
Alone, yeah.
There was no one, it was very dark.
Yeah.
And then the cathedral asked me if I had pictures of them. And no, I was just yelling.
Yeah.
But red cameras everywhere, so probably. So this, sorry, I'm not interrupting. So this gate was done by the original one. It's like reading a book because we have 10 stories from the Old Testament. It must be read from the top to the bottom, left to right. From Adam, in each panel, he is presenting different moments from the same story. And this was very important.
Right.
So this was like watching Netflix. Renzo Ghiberti spent 27 years of his life just doing this gate. And in 16 years for the job, years for a pair of doors. That's insane. But it's such a beautiful one. You can even see his own self-portrait because for sure he had his own self-portrait. So you see there are 2 faces in the central roundels. Center left, he is Lorenzo Ghiberti. Right, his son. And then there is a big difference between the original and the big difference is the signature because the presenter The original says Lorenzo di Nofri Ghiberti, Mira Arte Fabricatum. Lorenzo Nofri Ghiberti made this amazing work. So modest. But 27 years, come on, you do the same. Very detailed. It's very detailed. It's such an incredible masterpiece.
These are not covered.
Right there, but they're in the thing around.
Are they covered?
No. Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah.
You hungry? Want to get some dessert? Yeah.
Where's that?
Where's he at? Only one.
Amore, come stai? Bene, vuoi la frutta?
Yep. Thank you.
What do I pay?
19, I'll give you 100.
Okay.
Se no tenemos la Halloween con el rigatino, no, non è bacon.
The bacon and
Adesso io non hai comida ella, la rossa. Vedi? Che bello, io ho visto un mondo, io prendo anche tutti i vai. Dammi un
Yes, with the sandwich.
60? Polenta?
I don't know which one that one.
Mozzarella, that's me. Got some napkins?
Was there 3 sandwiches?
There's a... Yeah. That's me. Firenze Parmigiana with, it's basically cheese and prosciutto all together at Giotti. I apologize if I messed up that name. It is in Florence, Italy. Here's the sound of the bite. So good.
Take a picture of this. Oh, love it. Woo.
Today we're in Florence, Italy. After a delicious gelato and sandwich, we're be sitting down at Trattoria dell'Oste. I apologize if I mess up this name, but I'll be ordering a spritz, Americano, and of course I'll be having a delicious, let's see, Garganella al ragu bianco di velette. It's typically pasta with veal and white ragu. So, come with us. Mhm.
But remember the caption. Yeah, I know. This one, yeah, that is what is the red sauce. This one.
We have here a delicious Aperol Spritz. A Spritz, basically, it's Aperol with Prosecco and tonic water. If you'd like to see how to make a Aperol Spritz, comment below and I'll show you how to make it in a cocktail tutorial. So, delicious ravioli. Quite delicious. You should try the ragu, but also the lasagna. If you like steak, this is recommended. It has basically world's 101 best steaks. So, if you ever are in Florence, try out the steakhouse. Now, onto a cooking class in Florence with homemade tiramisu making. Let's go. Today we're going to be doing a cooking class at Ristorante Rosso Crudo for homemade pasta and a tiramisu. So come with us. Hi.
My name is Lucella, guys. Lucy for everyone, it's easier to remember. We are going to make together two pastas.
Okay.
Pappardelle, that long and thick pasta. So, pappardelle is usually served with meat sauce, but in here we're going to do all the class vegetarian. So, pappardelle with tomato sauce, and then we're going to go in the ravioli as well.
Okay.
A ravioli filled with spinach and ricotta. So spinach and ricotta, it's 70% spinach, 30 ricotta. Ricotta and spinach is the opposite. So when you go in a restaurant and you ask, you should know this, that there will be much more cheese than spinach, or spinach and then cheese. With butter and sage sauce. Any kind of allergy or something that I have to know?
No.
180, 200 grams of flour for two pastas and 2 eggs. Even these two look the same, they are not. So when you get all the recipes in the end, and even if you try at home again, know that we never know how much flour exactly we need. We keep adding flour in the process if we have to. All of this depends on the eggs. The kneading is very important, not just adding flour. We do the kneading, take all the air out as well. As we prepare the dough right, then the rolling with the roller pin is just 1 minute job. That is finito. It's the dough most important. Too sticky would be impossible to roll it. Too dry, it's the same. That's why we have to fix the dough and then roll. We are in Italy, we're gonna make tiramisu.
Oh.
It's tiramisu.
Yeah.
Tiramisu is 100% Italian. The ravioli was Marco Polo who brought the ravioli from Asia. say from China. I never say China because I wasn't with him. I don't know where he was. But Asia is for sure. They just change it for rice and water, flour and egg. The pizza is that original pita bread from Egypt. Yes. But there was Napoli with the beautiful tomato and the mozzarella that started the pizza. Now the Hawaiian is only in the US. We don't do pineapple in here.
We don't like pineapple on top.
That's a no-no.
It's a no-no. Okay, now then that is in New York.
Yeah.
Yes. I have no idea. Haven't been yet to US. And the tiramisu now, which is 100% Italian, but from north to south there is a different way to prepare the tiramisu, to make the tiramisu. And two Italians making tiramisu together. It's my way better than yours. It's a food competition and the food as well. 4 to 5 minutes to prepare the dough, and then I'm going to start with, then all of us are going to start with the wine. Do well?
All right.
Nice. Yeah. Do well? David?
Cool.
It's just David. Do well? Do well? Uno? 5 more, eh? Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
No. All
Did you-
it's just push all the chairs in the back because we don't have What? You're in here, you're there. Perfect. With the fork now, just make a big hole in here. Big enough so it will fit 2x.
Hang on. 2 wipes.
So big enough so it will fit 2x.
Did you leave a little on the bottom?
Looks like she left a little bit. Yeah.
2x, please. 2x for everyone.
Okay.
No, here. Everyone got 2?
Yeah.
So, uno.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is how the egg will stay always in here. If you do in the table, 1 to 10 falls down, and I know because I've seen it. That's for beautiful. Now, this is just egg, it's not going anywhere. So scramble the yolk and keep mixing it all together. Like this, with the fork standing, mix it all.
Oh, fork stand.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it goes by egg, like this.
For
This is just egg, so it can go anywhere. It's not water. The 000 flour is the same that we use for pizza as well.
Oh.
But for the pizza we go with water instead of eggs. Eggs, all of it. Now, finito.
Dave doesn't know what he's missing.
no, he doesn't.
This is called paletta in Italian.
Paletta.
Paletta. With the paletta, clean the fork now. Clean the fork and start with the paletta, taking all and chopping like this. So we mix it all together like this. All the mix that you have, leave the fork, you don't need the fork. All of it in front of you, and now just scoop it, grab from the bottom and press to the top. Has any of you ever made pizza?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Very helpful. Now, Take all of this, all with the paleta. Flour, signora. Flour, farina.
So we just keep flipping it inside?
Yeah, as we mix it all together.
Okay.
We see that it's sticky, so we add some flour. Flour, a little bit flour for everyone. Take all of it. Like that. That's why we have the paleta. With the fork, everyone, clean the paleta now because we're going to start with hands. And now we start kneading with hands. Clean the paleta. Flour in our hands and we start kneading. If you see that may be stuck on the table, use the paleta. Flip it.
Oh, this is the paleta.
This is the paleta. And now we do the kneading. Now the kneading pasta with the flour. Roll it like this. Roll.
Mix it all in.
Like this. Roll it. Don't just
Roll
press
it.
it.
I just press it. Roll it.
Up and down. Yeah, roll.
Roll.
Roll like
Roll.
this. Just clean each other's paleta first. Now, take the bottle that you want. Help yourself. I'm gonna wait. Everybody has a reason to drink. We are on holidays, on work. It's fair enough. Salute everyone.
Salud! Very smooth.
Now,
A smooth bread.
Well, that's good.
That is.
I love the wine.
Chianti, yes. Chianti,
A little.
mocha pot.
Aww.
Yeah, but it's very small.
This is the mocha cafe that we use for the tiramisu.
Oh, it's
Okay.
Now we're gonna make the cream for the tiramisu. This is the coffee. This is much more lighter than espresso. So this is how we don't do the coffee base in our tiramisu. Aqua, water, coffee, fire, and
Okay.
finito. Of course, we don't use this one. Now, mascarpone cheese, coffee, 3 eggs, whipped cream, heavy cream, and now just 50 grams of sugar.
Oh,
50?
15.
grams. 50.
Yeah, 15 grams.
50.
Five. Okay.
50. Oh, 5. 50 grams.
Not 15. Even me that I don't know very well all this. Mascarpone, yes. Coffee, egg, whipped cream, no mixer.
No mixer.
6, 16, 26. Always go like this. We don't want to overmix the cream.
Okay. Don't over.
The coffee shouldn't be never coffee warm hot. Now, room temperature or cold, it's totally the same. Just not hot.
Okay.
Whipped cream and the mascarpone in a room temperature, it's very easy to work with them like this.
Room temperature.
No?
That's heavy whipping
Cream,
cream.
sugar.
Yes. Another way to make the tiramisu, it's just egg and mascarpone.
Oh.
Without the whipped cream. With sugar, yes, but without the whipped cream. But instead of the white of the egg, we go with the cream because it helps us to keep the tiramisu third day same as the first one. It will not
Okay.
become liquid. Yeah. I'm just mixing it, yes.
3 eggs.
And now, just the yolk.
Oh, just the yolk.
Oh. Separating the whites. Egg yolks, not whites.
No whites because we have the whipped cream, the cream now.
Ah.
Ah, you are not paying attention. So, no egg white with cream.
Yep.
White without. both of them will be too heavy. There is no reason to do it. But tiramisu without egg, no.
No.
Perfecto. And we have to mix very well the white, like this. Mix the yolk with the sugar, the three of them together. In the end, the mascarpone, and that's it.
Okay.
And the most fun part is
No.
this is the fun part. And the tiramisu. I will start it and you are all going to finish it. It's not
Okay.
all of me. Eccoci. Ciao. Ciao, arrivederci. Arrivederci, sì. Domani. Domani. Mascarpone. It's 50 grams of mascarpone per person. So, which it means, the tiramisu is a family dessert. Can be for one. So you don't grab 50 grams of mascarpone and pretend like you're making the tiramisu for one. At least 150, 200 grams, and you have 3 days to eat it. All
days.
the food, 3 days. All the food with the raw egg in it, fresh, only 3 days in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use the mascarpone to make a espresso martini tiramisu. Yep. Yep.
Now, your turn. We will see that hands like this. Everyone. Now I want you everybody to try so to see where we want to go with the cream. But like with hands, we can never overmix it. With electric mixer, we can we'll do it too thick.
Okay.
And then we'll need to add much more sugar in it. Like this, because you can pass it to everyone. Like this, we are all human beings. When we see that it's already lazy, we say, okay, that's finito. That's it. It's our hand. See? So it's very easy to work with it when we have the mascarpone in a room temperature. We don't make it difficult. Perfecto. Have you heard about the amaretto in the tiramisu? Alcohol in the tiramisu?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Amaretto.
Amaretto.
Amaretto, yes. But it's only in the north of Italy.
Oh.
Only the north of Italy use amaretto. And the amaretto, the alcohol goes always in the cream, never in the coffee. The coffee is always plain, no sugar, no alcohol, nothing.
Okay.
We are in Tuscany, we can do this in here. So what we can do is to add some vanilla. Why we do that? It's to cover all of that smell with a fresh egg.
Okay.
The yolk that we add, we don't want to have all that egg in our taste. That's why we do it. So, at home you can go with amaretto if you want. Okay. Another one is vanilla. And the third that we can do, just half. Just 2 spoons of the coffee. We go with coffee because we need it for the lady fingers.
Okay.
So just keep it simple.
You use amaretto. Do you use the same quantity as
Yes,
vanilla?
same, yes.
Okay.
And same as the coffee. So 2 spoons, 3 spoons of amaretto. No three.
Oh, okay. 2 teaspoons.
Same, just a little bit, just to cover.
Use the bean of the vanilla.
No, just vanilla.
Okay,
No,
just
no,
vanilla.
I make my own vanilla.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you make perfumes as well now?
No. No.
Or the coffee, or just 2 spoons of the coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, all the coffee, the 3 of those. Amaretto, vanilla, or coffee. The coffee is the simplest one because we already have it. Because we need the coffee, we have to prepare the coffee for the lady fingers when we make the tiramisu, so it's already done. See?
There you go.
I know.
See? Sugar.
It looks good.
This is how we want the cream.
Nice.
And now, this cream goes in the fridge. It has to stay 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we prepare the tiramisu.
Okay.
Not anything else. Somewhere is my dough. This one. Now, cut the dough in a half.
1/2.
No, just the half.
Just the half.
Half and the half in the paletta.
Just the half.
First we roll the pappardella. When 1/2 we roll the pappardella. So pappardella is that long and thick pasta.
Okay.
We practice with the pappardella and then we go with the ravioli. Because with the ravioli we need them thick. We fill and fold, so must be thin. Nothing can go wrong with the pappardella. Let's practice now with this.
Yep.
But flour. Flour. Even if the dough is a little bit dry, flour always to roll. Helps us a lot. 1 stick
Flour.
on the table, 1 stick on the roller. Press it a little bit like this. Very easy to work with it.
Am I turning the water into wine now? Boy, am I ever good.
You need water? You need anything?
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you. I think we're good.
She's just kind of being silly now.
I thought you put water in it.
When you see that it's yellow, flour with your palm like this in every corner. Now, to have the perfect pappardelle, we will cut all of this, you know, if you may.
Yep.
But now, aspetta, we are not selling them. Okay. And we don't want to waste pasta. Just fold in thirds, left and right.
Okay. 1/3.
Left and right.
Right.
Like a tortilla. We've been talking a lot for tortillas, right?
Okay.
Beautiful. And with the paletta, cut the edges
Okay.
to make it a square. Just a little bit the edges, not perfect. Don't waste pasta.
Okay.
Now, the cut that we do for the pappardelle,
Not too wide. Just right.
turn it this way, it's easier to control it. When we cut now, 2 fingers, 1 inch, 2 fingers cut for the pappardelle.
2 fingers.
Wait. Start from the top to the bottom, you see, because it's careful. Because it's easier to control it. Yes.
2
Just
fingers.
Do you ever have any injuries when you're teaching? This one is
push. No. Because I don't let the kids use play with the pappardelle. Unfold them now in the roller. It's okay. Just open them in the roller like this.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Open them up in the roller.
Yes, don't worry, they won't stick. It's flour in there. There. And like this,
Ooh.
get your phones for some pictures. Who has TikTok now? China still? The government of China needs something.
I think they're starting a new app for US, you know?
These are like not consistent.
No, same.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, put the pappardelle on top like this.
Okay. Oh, like layer?
Yes, all of them.
Yeah.
The 5-second rule in the floor doesn't exist.
Okay. Does it
This
matter
is
if
the
I
four
do
of
the
you,
same
right?
thing?
The two of you girls. The four of you, the big plate, and Budapest, the two of you over here. And then Budapest. Guys, I never ask for the names because I want to remember them.
Okay.
Okay. So now what do we do?
If I do all of that, it's like okay, that's it. I lost it. I lost it somewhere. And just fold them one more time in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. I need some motivation to make the ravioli.
A ball, yeah. A ball?
Yes.
Okay, make it a ball.
Anche qua.
Make another side into a ball. Little flour? No worries.
We're all grabbing it at the same.
Yeah.
Flip it both sides so it won't stick on the table. Flip it up and flour it. Just fold the shape now in the middle, make a line with your hand and unfold it. Now, bottom line, we put the spinach. With the top, we fold it. So always we want to make sure we have the same space, top and the bottom. And we want the ravioli to stick together. So stampa ravioli in the water.
Go ahead.
And just mark 3 raviolis. Don't cut. Beautiful. Perfect. Spinach and ricotta cheese. This is for 3 ravioli, it's not for 1. It's for 3 and the ravioli like this because when we cut, we don't want to cut in the spinach and break the ravioli. That's the most important. Otherwise, the spinach will swim in one side and the pasta in another. Some flour. And
Yes, you just a little of it. Look at how big
now,
that in your mouth.
fold it. Fold it. Aspetta, perché qui non è finito. Quella là sì. Fold it. As it is important to stick the ravioli together, same is to take all the air out. We don't want air in there. Otherwise, we'll just stay on the top and the ravioli will never make it better. Look, hands like this. Will do much more faster than going around with the
You go like this.
Yep.
And you walk.
Yep.
Every time the stampa ravioli in the water, look at the cream. It doesn't have to stay 24 hours in the fridge.
Oh my gosh.
The base for the tiramisu, it's always the cream.
I can't just eat that.
There is another way to eat the tiramisu, yes. Just like this. Dip the lady fingers in the cream and finito.
I love custard and cream. It does look good.
But now this tiramisu, it's not ready. At least 10 minutes it should fingers and the coffee to well connect together. Stay a little bit. It's okay coffee for everyone in the tiramisu?
Yes.
And what is very important is that the lady fingers, we just dip them and up. Fresh pasta, when we make fresh pasta, we boil the pasta only 3 minutes in the water and salt. 3 minutes. 3 minutes
3
fresh
minutes,
water.
water and salt.
Water and salt.
Water and salt.
And then we always have to cook the pasta in a pan with the sauce.
Oh.
We never throw the sauce on the top like that.
After you boil it.
Water and
So you
salt.
boil, take it out from the water in a pan when you have the sauce. Then to cook it 1 more minute. And don't add olive oil. Do not add olive oil in the water. The olive oil will not let the pasta absorb all the sauce.
No olive oil in
Just
the water.
salt and water.
Okay, just salt and water. Yeah.
You'll get all the recipe for the sauce as well. So it's very easy. At home you can go. Arrivo. No, fai un altro. Pardon. You can go in how many layers you want. Depends on you. So cream, start with the cream. Add with the cream and top up with cocoa powder.
Okay, cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder on the top. Cocoa powder, amaro, not sweet.
Ooh. Hey. Yes. Grazie. Yeah. Grazie. All right. Grazie. Hey.
I think I'm going to like it.
Their coffee's supposed to be strong.
Cocoa powder,
Quite delicious, this homemade pasta class and tiramisu with a wonderful tour in the beginning of Florence. So let me know what you think of this video, comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button for more content to be sent to you and many others on the platform. Till see you next time for episode 3, we're heading to Rome. See you in Rome.